Okay, so many of you are asking for a story time for the video that I posted. If you click this comment, it'll take you to the video. So I did a skit the other day about how a client took a piece of our lingerie behind our backs, and I'm gonna tell you the story about it. So let's talk about the Unhinged client story. And this is the one time that I actually am using her real name. Her name is Lorraine. Now, before all the ones that come at me going, oh my God, why are you using her real name? This lady did this on purpose, and this is the most egregious act, so I'm not going to hide her name. I won't say her last name, but I'm not going to hide her first name because she deserves all this recognition. Okay, so if you haven't watched the video, you can absolutely go back and watch it, or you can just listen here because it is a fascinating story. This one actually only happened about 2 months ago. So my client Lorraine booked her session. She is in her late 40s. So we get her in the studio and we get her directly into hair and makeup, and she gets her hair and makeup done. She gets all pampered, and then after hair and makeup comes the closet part of the section of the boudoir experience. So basically like hair and makeup, and then my girls say, okay, she's all done, and then me and my sister take over and we take her through the client closet and the outfits that she brought. Now, why she chose this timing, I'm not entirely sure, because she absolutely could have gotten away with what she was trying to do had she not done the timing that she did. So most times what I do is that my sister will walk you through the closet and I'll like meet you halfway through. I'm normally doing like an email or something, and I'll come right back in and Amy will get you started. So Lorraine walks in, she has a bag on her shoulder, and we normally okay, put everything down and then let's go through the closet if you want to. You don't have to, but show me what you brought. So she said she wanted to go through the closet. And so immediately Amy starts talking to her going, okay, so I know your sizes. Is there any styles or something that you want to stay away from? Any colors that you don't like? Anything that I know or that I can know to kind of help guide you in the correct direction? So, and as she answers those questions, Amy turns around and starts looking at the lingerie to try, to pull some pieces for her to try on. Keep in mind, the door to the closet is wide open at this point because she's not changing yet, so it's just wide open. And I'm not necessarily in the room. But as I'm walking in, because I normally go in and meet them halfway through, I'm going to walk in. And I watch this lady literally, while Amy's back is turned, grab one of our lingerie pieces and shove it in her bag. And I'm not talking like she didn't know or she wasn't aware that it wasn't like for grabs. She literally took it off the hanger and then shoved it in her bag and was like, yeah, behind Amy's back. How ballsy. Now, granted, I don't think that she targeted this piece of lingerie necessarily, but of course, the one piece that she grabs happened to be one of my pieces that cost me $1,000. Now, I'm walking into the closet as I'm watching this, and I see it happen. So I'm staring at her, and I immediately turn like bright red, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? So I stomp in the closet, y'all, like stomp in the closet. Like Alyssa's line has been passed, and she's no longer Alyssa, she's just Monster Alyssa. So I walk right up to her. Amy is so confused because, again, her back was turned. She has no idea what even just happened. So I walk straight up to Lorraine. I stick my hand in her bag. I grab out my bodysuit, and I just say, okay, it's time for you to leave. She literally just did this. And then grabbed her stuff and literally walked directly to the elevator where you would like go to leave. She didn't say a word because she knew she couldn't defend it. So here's the funny thing. A lot of you will be asking me, oh my God, well, did she pay anything? Like, she got free hair and makeup. She did. She had paid her session fee, which this is the funny part to me, is that she actually paid for our luxury experience, which is $1,600. And she got none of that back because that was unacceptable and disgusting. Plus, it says in all of our contracts, it's like non-refundable. If something happens, if the session is canceled for any reason other than like a simple reason for it to be canceled or understandable reason, then you don't get your money back. She literally just left, and she's lucky I didn't call the cops on her. And I never heard from her after that, except for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I actually decided to take that opportunity because she wasted a day that we could have done someone else's shoot. So I took that opportunity to be like, in honor of Lorraine's audacity, we are going to offer her session for free to someone. You would have to pay for your own products or whatever you want, but the session itself is on Lorraine. She ended up messaging me after we got the person that took that session. After we got that book, Lorraine actually ends up messaging me. This is a few days later. She messages me and says, you can't do that. That was my shoot. And I said, I absolutely can do that because your money is non-refundable. Therefore, what I choose to do with it is none of your business. And you lost that privilege when you decided to try to steal something from me. And then I ended it with, you're lucky I did not call the cops. Don't make me regret that decision and don't make me do it. Never heard from her. She read it and then just like completely pissed off. Yeah, the audacity of some people just baffle me.